From Indiana, born and raised. Graduated from college, Butler University, back in Indianapolis. Moved to California, lived out there for about 15 years. I went out there to work in the film business. My senior year of college, there was a film crew that came to town, and I worked on this movie Hoosiers. A lot of people maybe have seen it. Basketball movie, Gene Hackman and Dennis Hopper. If you're from Indiana or the Midwest, everybody back there, they still talk about that movie. But anyway, good movie. Had a great experience there. Went to California, worked in the film business in production for about 8 or 9 years. Became a Christian while I was out there. Actually started going to church out there. Had to get my life together. You know, I was going all kinds of crazy directions, being single in the film business and making lots of money and whatever. Lots of stories for that. But met my wife out there, actually, at the church I was going to. We got married and went full-time ministry for about 7 years. And then, so a whole different career move, whatever, but loved it. Love working with people, getting in there with people. Everybody's got their stories and situations, and love getting in there and trying to help people through the obstacles and the challenges best I can and whatever. And so, but we got married. We have 2 daughters. They were 4 and 1 when we decided it was time to step out of ministry and make the move out of LA. We had no family out there. We wanted to get our kids closer to grandparents, cousins, that kind of stuff. So it was either going to be Indiana, where I'm from, or Colorado, where my wife's family was at the time. And we'd come to visit in Colorado, loved it. And so December of '99, we moved here to Colorado Springs. My father-in-law is a real estate developer. So I had no idea what I was going to do when I got here. But one day he and I were out walking, and he's like, hey, whatever. He was super busy. And he's like, this cell phone strapped to my hip, I'd love to give it to you because I want to travel more. And he does photography, great photographer. He wants to go out and photograph, things in nature and all these things. And I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So he put me on a salary. I started working with him in the real estate development. So that's really where I got my feet wet in the real estate business. 9/11 hit and all of his projects just froze. And so At that point, there's about 3 months really where there was just nothing going on. All of our meetings stopped, everything just stopped. And, he's paying me. He never said a word, but I'm like, there was nothing to do. I'm getting a salary every month because I'm his son-in-law. It just felt that way. And I hated that feeling. So I went and got my real estate license. He had done it before. So we talked about it. I went and got my license and started doing residential sales January 2002. And so been doing it it'll be 21 years now here in January. So, whatever. I'm on my 4th or 5th career at this point. So it's just,
that's awesome.
Here's the journey.